Fingers crossed. About 3-4 inches from ceiling. Can I get under it? And the answer is yes. A little bit of oil at the bottom of the gearbox, and a right little bit on bell housing, probably main seal, sump bolts. They're all dry at front. Two, no, just one's got a little drop on the end of it. I've not seen any oil in my garage floor yet. Yeah, I don't like this. I don't like it at all. I'm going to have to make some adapters, guys, because especially there, that one there and this one here, the arm's touching the actual slot at car. It is here too. There's only that one that's clear. Maybe because I pulled the arm a bit further out on that one. Yeah, I've screwed that one further out. I need to, yeah. The good news, flip this over here. The good news is the chassis is in very, very good condition. There were a flake of paint that had come off. They're great, but yeah, they're going to need a load of wax oil on them. We've got now, how has this passed its MOT? I don't know, because the bottom wishbone is soaking wet. Diffing bad. Yeah, see, it's got speed sensor on there. Fuel pump looks okay. It's had recent new hoses. Yeah. And that's got all oil on it. I'm not going to touch it, but it's oily, which means it's not the caliper. The caliper's fine. Yeah, that caliper's fine too. It's the bearing. The oil seals in the bearing are leaking, so they're probably going to need some attention. Yeah. So I was going to undo the outrigger bolts, and shall we call it the inrigger, but the ones that are closer to the chassis. There's a pair here. I think there's 2 or 4 in the middle. You got. Where am I looking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So there'll be 7 bolts at each side. I want to renew them anyway, so we're planning on cutting them bolts off or undoing them if I can, because they're all wax oiled and undersealed up, so they might be alright. Take them out and put fresh ones in. I'm not sure about stainless bolts, which would be great, but I'm not sure about, somewhere I seem to remember that mild steel and stainless have a reaction to each other, which would tell me, no, you don't do that. It's going to have to be probably galvanised, or, well, the one that was zinc coated, high tensile bolts to go back, which look like M8 from here. Well, they look to be. So I have also noticed the seats, the bolts. I had a right job getting these arms into position, because the seat, the bolts are right long, stuck down. They look like fresh bolts, so the seat's been out, which I know they put new seat belts in, so they probably took seats out to get into them. And the bolts are right long, and they were hitting this arm, because this arm is fatter here. So I'm definitely going to have to make some of those things I talked about in that other episode, some aluminium cups that will fit over the bolts, and then I've got a choice of either pushing, if I'm going to do any work, once I've sorted all this underseal out, I'll lift it on outrigger bolt at this end, but at the moment I've got it on the tube further in, which I don't particularly like, but it's dug well in. So I'll make them to fit that, and it'll be a lot easier to get this round and in. Now, I got a suggestion off one of my subscribers, and I'd said that I couldn't get the rubber, these cups, past the wheel, it was hitting the wheel. So on this back one, I take the cup out, push the arm out and drop it in. And he'd said, well, if you can't get your front ones round, just wheel your car forward a bit, wind them out and then pull your car back, which, thank you, because that's exactly what I did. It's up in there, and it seems fairly stable. This back door. Yeah, so I'll probably make these adapters, and I'll video that as a little project so you can see my workshop. Right, I think that's enough, guys. I'm going to publish this tonight and bob it on YouTube. I'm so excited that it all works. You know, I don't know what I expected. Yeah, okay. There we go. Yeah, it'll save these creaky old bones from laying down. I mean, I bought, what do you call it? A duck board. I bought myself a duck board with wheels on, and you lay down on it. Well, I was doing a camper van, again, which is on YouTube somewhere, me repairing it. It was a crash damaged one, and I remade all the back in fiberglass. I moulded it all myself. Never done fiberglassing before, but I made all the butts, the moulds, female, male, I did everything, and it looks lovely. I'll go and have a look on that. It's camper van repair, it's on a playlist, I think. But while I was doing it, I bought this duck board because I was sick of laying underneath this van, and I got down on this duck board this day, and you know what, I couldn't get back up. I couldn't get up. I was like a flipping tortoise on its back. Hey, okay guys, see you later. Right, I'm doing the best I can here because I'm using my phone, but I'll tell you what it was like underneath, but I haven't showed you. So the chassis, look, it's all wax oil, thicker wax oil, and I don't know whether it's under seal or just wax oil that's set. You can see the springs are rusty as heck, so they want either taking off and doing, or if you can't take them off, just redoing. But the shocks look to be in okay condition, other than springs look rusty. And the oil we're talking about, well, there, look. So that's come out at wheel bearing, hasn't it? Whether it's come out back of it there or front of it, I don't know. And those brake discs, so we're telling you, they're not right clever, they won't do it. But chassis, it's all good. I've had a right good poke around. Thick of underseal. I need to get behind them. Like I said, I might undo these bolts If they won't undo, I'll cut them off, and then I'll try and prise body up a little bit if I can. If I get all bolts out. All good. I'll just move my chair to the other side of this. Right. That's front chassis. Again, all wax oiled. Front suspension. Wishbones. All good. Really well wax oiled. The exhaust pipes you can see. But all chassis, they apparently rust up there because they eat off exhaust. But there's no rust whatsoever on that. At all. Super pleased. Apparently it had new gaiters on for MOT. So now I can get up to this this universal joint and see if I can sort that out. That's a bit seized up, is that? Yeah, well that one I was concerned about in pictures, but it's just the paint's all flaked off. The metal's still thick, but look at it. But I will have a right good plod round on it. As I say, if I take the bolts out, all of them, and just might get a bit of spring in it. Again, front, got them exhaust pipes are close to the chassis. So I'm surprised they don't vibrate. Yeah, I can see rusty brake pipes now, what he's talking about. Can you see them there, look? Them banjos. The brake pipes are okay. In fact, they've been done in cunifer. They look like they're copper. Oh, they are, look. Brake pipes are all in copper. That's good. So, it wants banjos taking off. It wants them want taking off and changing. Don't they? If I can get some nice 4-piston calipers, give that a lot of clean up and a paint. So you've seen it underneath, and there's no damage anywhere on fiberglass at all, which is another bonus. Wheels look in good condition. Yeah, we're saying oil leak here, look. So front of the sump is all dry. That's all okay. And the sides aren't bad. There's no oil drips, but right at the back, look, the gearbox is a bit wet underneath. Nothing much. There's no big drips there, but here, look, a little bit of oil. So probably remain seal, which is a common thing on them. All Rover V8s it was, but it doesn't matter. A little drip of oil, does it? I'm going to take gearbox out just to do that. Exhaust seems okay, just rusty. Was it bound to be? It's mild steel. Right, so lower it. Go to one side. All that. Just a little wire to this side. Pull that. And release the hydraulics. Comes down a lot quicker with weight on it. Now ain't that weird? That universal joint's not tight at all. I'm turning wheels by hand here. Strange. I wonder if power steering pump's jiggered. Before I drop it right down. Don't know. No play on it. Right, I'm just gonna drop it onto its tyres. That's it, I'm not taking it any further. I'll leave it like that for tonight. Right, we're finally finished.